Valorant ultimate ability tier list. I'm going to be going through all the ultimate abilities in Valorant and giving you guys my opinion on where I think they stand. And this is for about Immortal Elo. I'm a top 2000 Immortal player, and I want to show you guys my thought process behind all these ultimate abilities and where they lie. Now, this might be different in Gold, Plat, Diamond, and so forth, but I'm going to give you my opinion on where they lie in Immortal. So, first up, we have the Raze ult. I think Raze's ult should be about B. And the reasoning behind this is because of how long it takes to pull out. So like when you double satchel out on a site, it's so much harder now to pull off a Raze ult. I see so many people die Raze ulting, like today in all my games. So many Razes died while ulting out because the amount of time it takes to pull out the launcher and be able to shoot it. Like what people even do is they blast pack, Raze ult, blast pack again, and the ult just takes so long to pull out after that last blast pack that they might get shot at the air if the enemy players are good enough. So I give this B, but there's crazy plays you can do with this, like bind short, you jump up on the box, you blast down short with the ult, and you just get a multi-kill. Like I've seen this so many times. This works in literally every elo. It's a great ult, but I think it's B. It would be A if the movement was better, all right? So next up, we got Jet Knives. I'm going to put this A. The main reason I'm putting this on A is because the econ factor with these knives. Jet is a phenomenal character for using the operator, all right? So when you're using the operator, and now you're in a situation where you're doing a 3v3 retake with your team. Now you're going to want to drop the operator and pop these knives. Now you basically have an AR. If you're not available to having a gun, you can basically pop your knives. It's phenomenal. And another reason I put it A tier is if you're on a save round, all your teammates are buying like stingers and stuff. You pop these ults, you basically have the equivalent of a gun. And so many times I've seen a Jet pop their knives on a save round and they win their team the round by dropping 3 kills. Phenomenal ult. But you have to be super precise. Like if you're in like plat or gold, it's gonna be insanely hard to make a nasty play with these knives. You're just gonna get put down. Like you have to be more precise with the knives than any other game in the any other gun in the game. My bad. So that's why it's A. Now Breach, Rolling Thunder, I'd probably put this on B because in a comp game I've played Breach and it's kind of hard to coordinate this. Because if you like breach out the bomb site, then Sage will throw a slow, Phoenix will throw a fireball. Like there's 1,000 things that can stop your team from getting on the bomb site after this ulti goes off. But there's situations where you use this ult and you win the round, or there's situations where you use this ult and you get multiple kills. But there's a lot of times this ult can just be countered and you'll bridge out stun someone and they just one tap you anyways, or you'll bridge stun them and then they just delay you to the point where they're not even stunned by the time you get in the gunfight with them. So it's a really good ult, but I can't put it much higher. I would even consider this like a B minus. I don't have that all set up, but it's lower B in my opinion. Now, Omen ult, I'll be considerate to you Omen players out there. We can put this over at C. It's good for information and it's good to make a play. So let's say like you're hard hitting a bomb site and then they stop your push and you know there's like 4 of them there. You send the Omen ult to the other bomb site and you'll likely be able to get a plant for free. And that's why his ult is C tier instead of absolute just doo-doo. So otherwise I put it doo-doo, bro. Because I think every time I play Omen, I do not use his ult good enough to make it worth even using. So when I especially when I'm defending, bro, I don't even use the ult like literally at all. But I've seen some players make phenomenal use out of it. Like you can dodge Killjoy ultis with this. You can like I think everyone's seen the clip where the guy was sitting in U-Haul on bind. He Omen ulted away, canceled it, came back and shot people in the back. Like it's really, there's a lot of potential. It's just kind of hard to pull off. You can, like I said, you can also use it to dodge a kill out. You TP out and then you cancel it right as the ult comes in, so that no one expects you there. It works really well. But next up we have the Resurrection from Sage. Obviously S tier, you're bringing a teammate back into your team. I don't think there's like really more to question about this. Like some people use it for econ. For you Sage players out there watching this, bro, check the econ, bro. You know how many times, like, if everyone on your team can get a gun next round, bro, don't res. Like, look at the econ. Like, if there's 2 people living on your team after the round ends, and they all have, like, $1,000, and everyone on your team has $1,000, yeah, res, bro. You need that gun for the next round, otherwise you have no shot in winning it. But everyone will have, like, 3K. Everyone has a buy next round, no matter if you win or lose the round, and they'll be like, dude, I'm resing for econ. Nah, bro. Save that for someone gets picked off in res. So many people waste their res, and so many people hold on to it too long, but you just got to use it smart. You don't want to waste it for econ. I've seen so many people $5,000 they waste it on econ. Just don't be that person. Otherwise, S tier brings your team back in the game. Okay. So next ult, I'm gonna have to put Sova ult has to be A in my honest opinion. I've seen so many multi kills go down with this ult. Have you guys seen the way Sinatra uses this? It's one of my favorite post plan abilities in the entire game. So the reason this ult is A tier, because it's the ability to get a pick early round on attack, and the ability to basically prevent anybody from defusing the bomb. You have to do it smart. So a little tip for people who are using the soul vault: when you use the soul vault, drag it. Don't just pop it straight on the spike, because likelihood is once you ping the person on the spike, they're not going to be on the spike again. So you want to drag it to the other side to see if you can try to catch someone, because they're not going to be on the spike because they think you're going to be shooting it at the spike. Do you know what I'm saying? So try to make plays with it. Be smart with your soul vault. Try your best to predict enemies. The more and more you use it, the better you'll be. So A is assuming you know how the ult works and you can make plays with it. All right, phenomenal for post playing. If you have the recon, everything to go with it, you'll be able to put rounds on the board. I've won so many clutch rounds for my team with this ult. All right. So next up on the list, we have Viper, bro. So I think Viper ult is really good and you can win rounds with it, but you have to have a good Viper on your team. Like, a lot of the times when I have a Viper on my team and they ulti in the bomb site, they almost end up screwing me over more than they help me. And I feel like a lot of people could kind of get behind that. But if the Viper is a smart player, it's really good, because you can just, everyone is going to be ticked down to like 10 HP or something. You'll be able to 1 to 2 tap literally every single person to the chest that comes into your smoke. So you can make great plays. I'd put this on C. It's not quite like unplayable. Like, it's a really good ult and you can win rounds with it. But it's one of the most situational based ultis in the game, kind of like Omen's ult, where all these other ults can be used more on the fly and more as like a response, right? While Viper's ult's kind of just, you know, there, bro. So next up, we have Sky's ult, bro. Sorry to you Sky mains out there. Recently, I was playing on my ult account to try to learn Sky. Played 10 games in a row. Her ult is doo-doo, bro. It just doesn't stun anybody. The only reason this ulti is any good whatsoever is for information. But a lot of the time, bro, it isn't that good. Like, there's a situation where the 3 things came out of it. They went past an enemy. So there was 3 of them. The last one hit the enemy closest to me, and the other ones were going first and further away. So then the enemy peeked into me while the thing was about to hit him and just kills me. It's like, the ult is just weird. The pathing is terrible. It's good for information in situations. 1v1, 2v2, pop it. It's great. You know exactly where the enemies are if you didn't. But if you know where the enemies are, bro, it's not that good. Its retakes are pretty good, but a lot of the times everyone just breaks it and you just don't accomplish anything with it. And that's why I'm putting it doo-doo. I guess you could argue with me there. I just don't think it's that good. But if you're really smart, you could probably make some decent plays with it. Reyna ult, bro, C 100%. It's so mediocre in my opinion. Like, to get good with being able to use Reyna's ulti, you literally have to sit in the range, pop the ult, or throw Brim stim beacons under your feet to practice using her ult. It's like when a Brim throws a stim pack under your feet and you miss all your shots because you didn't expect to be stimmed, bro. Swear to God, because you have to control the recoil differently, so you're gonna miss, right? Same thing with Reyna ult. Like, I know a few people who play Reyna, like my friend, he just simply doesn't want to use his ult almost ever because it makes him miss more shots. Now if you're thinking about how she can go invisible and go around, like, phenomenal, right? That's why it's C, because it has that like potential to pop off. When Reyna pops her ult, she either drops 5 kills or like literally none, you know, like she either completely pops off or just dies instantly. But it's powerful because you can just simply get away from every situation and reposition yourself. But if she didn't laugh every time she got out of it, I'd probably move the ult up to A or B. But since you can know their exact location once they leave the invisible area, then it's just gonna have to sit at C. You know, Killjoy is one of my favorite agents in Valorant, boys. So I'm gonna put this lockdown up at A. All right, and the reason I'm putting this up at A is assuming the Killjoy's smart, assuming the Killjoy waits for Sova and Brim to use their ults so they can't be broken, assuming the Killjoy knows how to use their ult in good situations, and knowing how to use the ult to either fake a push or do some crazy plays with it. I put this A tier. But if the Killjoy is not as experienced with the ult, I'd definitely put it towards B. But I think it's really good because it makes every single person in a bomb site leave, and you smoke off all the quadrants. So like, if it's on bind, you put it elbow, you toss it down, you smoke off hookah, you smoke off long. Now the enemies are absolutely completely clueless to what you're doing on the site and where to go, where you're at, and you can just like get half on the bomb. It's so powerful. And then the plays you can make with the swarm grenades too, like on Haven, you can throw the swarm long into the one spot they can stand that safe. Like, if you're smart, you can make crazy plays with the Killjoy ult. All right, next up, bro, is Cypher's ult, man. In Immortal elo, I mean, bro, honestly, anywhere above or anywhere below like Diamond elo, just the Cypher ult is kind of doo-doo. but I'll give it C for you Cypher players out there. It can be like, sometimes it's super fucking clutch. Like, I would be playing like Haven. I'd go down C long. I'd hide in the cubby, ready to make the play of my life, hoping they don't check that corner. And then Cypher will get a pick and an ult, and you're just like, oh my god, like you're in a crazy good position to outplay the enemies. But then that Cypher rips his ult and it completely screws you. But there's some situations where Cyphers use it and they don't accomplish anything with it. All right, so next up we have Phoenix ult, S tier, 100% in my opinion. Phoenix ult is S tier. It gives you a second life, bro. If Phoenix's ult belongs on S tier because it's 6 orbs to get, bro. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised in the future if they upped it to 7 because how powerful this is. But since it's at 6, it's definitely S tier, one of the best ults in the game. You get a second life, you can run in, you can either grab all the information in the world for your team, get a pick, bro. Some Phoenixes even get 2 to 3 kills in their ult, which is just absolutely mind-blowing to me. You can make disgustingly good plays with this ult. And now you just spawn back in and you can go help your team. Now after, because like one of the hardest things in Valorant about entry fragging is like you're going to die. Like the first person is almost guaranteed to die like every single time and then get traded, right? Like obviously like asterisks with that, like, you know, sometimes, but like sometimes the Phoenix will get a kill or 2, right? But like with the ult, it allows him to get that pick, someone trades him, and then he respawns back to his body and then goes in to help his team with the post plant with his flashes. Like absolutely insane. All right, next ability here, boom. I'm putting Brim's ultimate ability at A, only because of how disgusting Brim is with this kit. If you're looking at the ultimate ability by itself, maybe B, but the fact that the Brimstone has a molly and that ultimate, the fact that he can delay a post plant by I think it's like 15 seconds with the molly combined with the Brim ult, you can stop them from defusing the bomb for 14 seconds. That is absolutely game changing. All right, like Sova's ult's only like 5 or 6 seconds because they can get hit by the second or the last shot and just hold it. So that's why like Brim's ult is really up there with just its insane post plants. You can win rounds just by having that Brim ult for post plant combined with the Brim who knows how to throw mollies good. You're actually just winning so many rounds because of this. I've lost so many rounds to a Brim knowing how to use his utility in post plant. It's actually crazy. So I'd leave his ult to A, definitely, if you know how to use it and you're smart with it. Something really quick I need to add and I forgot about is yoru's ult. Where would you put yoru's ult on this list for about Immortal elo? All right, so for yoru, I'd probably put his ult around B or C. I'd probably lean towards C with it because it's like the equivalent of like an Omen ult, right? It's like almost the exact same thing. You can run in with him and then you can look around, find everybody, call it out to your team so they know where they are, and then all those people can spam their abilities in those spots to try to get those kills, right? It's the same situation for Omen, where Omen TPs, gets all the information, and then it's the threat of, yo, where the hell is this guy? So you have to, like, everyone falls back, all the people on A fall back to make sure, you know, the guy isn't in heaven or whatever, right? Like, it's the threat of knowing where the hell this guy might be, and not necessarily, like, how well they even use the ult. It's that just question of they could be behind you, and they make everyone, like, turn around and check, right? And it's that, like that call out information on an attack round is just really helpful. It's also really good for retaking bomb sites because you get all the information for your team. Like if you can find all the enemies in a yoru ult and then get out and live and then retake with your team, it's absolutely massive because then you don't have to worry about any flanks or any other situations going down. Now you guys will have to let me know in the comments what you guys think, if you'd move Ray's ult up to A or if you'd move Sky's ult up to S, whatever you think would be best. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and obviously this is just my opinion. There's no right or wrong. Just let me know what you guys think, and this is where I think these items lie in Immortal elo, and obviously it's going to be different per elo category you're in, but like I said, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And on top of that, I stream every day on twitch.tv/CaMbCaMb from about 11 a.m. to about 5 p.m. Central. So I'd really appreciate it if you guys checked me out there. The link for that will be in the description. And I appreciate you guys for watching the video. Have a great day.